Alright guys, this is Tacho here, and we're going to be doing an arena run today, showcasing the full Flier Emblem team. So my team, as you can see up there, we've got Halloween Naui, Cordelia, Summer Corin, and Cherche. And it's pretty much the top tier Flier Emblem team you can make. There are a couple of other really good units for the team to run, like Spring Camilla and also Elincia. And Tana as well. Tana's really good too. But this is the team that I decided to go with, and I've got Halloween Naui and Summer Corin as my mages with the Blade Tome, so they can really abuse the buffs that we're getting from Hone and Fortify Flyers. Then I've got Cherche with the Brave Axe build. The only thing different that I could do on this build is give Cherche Heavy Blade 3 so that she can build up to Gale Force a lot faster. I also have Drag Back on her in case I need to hit an opponent and then pull them into danger so one of my mages can get the finish on them. And as for Cordelia, I'm running a Fire Sweep Lance build on her. It's got Heavy Blade 3, Hit and Run, Hone Flyers, Quick Impulse Seal, and also Gale Force, so that all I need to do with Cordelia is double one opponent and I'll have Gale Force built up so she can take a second action. So it's a pretty good team. Well, saying it like that makes it seem a little downplayed. This is pretty much the easy mode team for arena play. As you can see, this map here that I'm playing on has a ton of mountains, but my units can fly right over the mountain and it doesn't hinder their movement at all, so we can just walk right up to the enemy and beat their asses into the ground. A really good team, really powerful, and I'm so happy that I actually put the effort in to build a top tier flyer team. Like I said, there's other units that you can run, such as Elincia, but the one major enemy to the Flyer team is Brave Ike, because his B-slot passive Bayork's Blessing is going to negate all of your stat buffs, and there's really only two usable red units for the Flyer team, and those are Elincia and Halloween Naui. I guess you could make the argument that also Palla is pretty good, but it's not really that Palla is good, it's just that she's just a mediocre red unit on a team that doesn't really have that many good red options anyway. So that's why you would normally run Palla on the Flyer team. And as far as the other units go, there's also Spring Camilla, but I personally think that in terms of stats, Halloween Naui and Summer Corin do the Blade Tome thing better, since they have much higher speed than Camilla has, so it's easier for them to double and make good use of Desperation. I would actually run a different build on Spring Camilla if I had her. I would probably run a build that utilizes the Grand Raven Tome so that we can actually have a way to deal with bow units on the Flyer team. Yeah, that's another thing that the Flyer team has a little bit of issues with, which is the bow units in the game that have super effective damage on us. But it's really not that big of a deal anyway, since if you think about it, all I have to do is have Cordelia attack them, and it doesn't matter if they have close counter either. Like, I guess one good example of that would probably be Halloween Jacob, since he's a really high defense bow unit. If he happened to have close counter on him, I would probably be taking a hit from him no matter what I tried to do, because armor units have such high defense and res, and it's going to be tough for me to kill him in one round. But I can actually bypass that by attacking him with Cordelia and removing any chance of him counterattacking me. So that's another really good thing about this Cordelia. I just wish that she was plus speed, because sometimes it can be a little tricky getting the doubles off on opponents. But the set that I have here is plus attack and minus HP, which is still pretty good, and it's going to make even better use of Heavy Blade. Not really that it matters though, because after I'm getting plus 6 attack from Hone Flyers, I end up at 60 base attack, which is just completely insane. Okay, so this guy here, he's got like half armor and then half infantry with Brave Ike on the team. Brave Ike, like I already said, is the bane to the Flier Emblem team, since that Bayork's Blessing is really tricky to deal with. But as long as I can take care of him, we should have no problems. And Henry is just going to suicide into Naui on his turn. Another issue, I guess you could say, is that a lot of opponents can run Panic Ploy and mess with your low HP flying units. Cherche is really the only flyer that has a good HP stat, So that's also why I'm running the Panic Ploy seal on her, so that I can flip the stats on my opponents and turn their bonuses into penalties. I guess we could talk about seals a little bit more as well. I have the Speed Up 3 Sacred Seal on Naui. Not the regular one, the one from the... Which was it? The Squad Assault? I forget which one. I think it was Squad Assault 3 maybe. Or Squad Assault 4. I really don't remember, but I think it looks more cool than the actual Speed Up 3 seal. Which is why I decided to level that one up instead. Okay, this guy actually has a close counter Jacob. So I'll be able to show you guys how good it is that I have Cordelia on this team. So I can just attack Jacob or any close counter high defense bow unit and then be able to finish them off without any casualties. Man, Arbor Emblem has been pretty popular today, hasn't it? We've been seeing pretty much every team so far has had at least 2 or 3 armored units. And I guess it makes sense because the armored units have really high base stats and they score very high in the arena. And for this round, we had the Halloween units as bonus units. So it's theoretically better to run one of the armor units on your team for the bonus points. But I'm running Halloween Naui because I have a very good flyer team here. Okay, we're just going to nuke that Amelia and then I'm going to reposition Naui out of the way so she doesn't get blasted by Jacob there. Alright, so here they come. I'm going to have to double Jacob and finish him off. And it looks like Cherche can actually get the job done since her attack is monstrous on this team. Especially since mine is plus attack IVs and minus res, I believe. Or minus speed. I forget which one, but either way it doesn't matter because she has very good IVs. Okay, so all that's left now is Black Knight. And he's going to go down pretty easy to Corrin. Yeah, there we go. My Corrin is plus speed minus attack. Not the most ideal IVs, but it's still good. It's still very usable because all she really needs is plus speed. And even though she has minus attack, it's not that big a deal on her, since the Blade Tomes do such insane damage that even with minus attack, she's still going to be able to nuke opponents after the buffs. Okay, that is a very deadly Black Knight. Did you guys see that? He's got Steady Breath and Wrath. So basically, if I try to attack that Black Knight, I'm just going to get smashed in the face by Black Luna. Yeah, that's going to be a one-hit KO to most units. Pretty crazy, especially since Black Luna only has a 3-hit cooldown. With Steady Breath, you can pretty much build right up to it. But luckily, I've got multiple ways to deal with that on this team. I could either attack him with Corrin and get the one shot before he ever has a chance to counterattack me, or I could attack him with Cordelia and bypass his counterattack so there's no way he can hit me back. Alright, so I can't really kill that Jacob. That's another Jacob with close counter. So these are units that should be tricky to deal with for the flyer team, but because I've got such a top tier flyer team, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, guys, if you're thinking about building a top tier flyer team, I would say go right ahead and do it because I'm so happy that I made this team. It's so much fun to play and it's so easy. It's just like Horse Emblem, but better in my opinion. I know Horse Emblem has the edge where they can really make full use of the 3-range movement, but this team does not get hindered by any obstacles. Like, there are some maps that really throw a ton of obstacles at you, like the double boat map. That one is pretty tough, because most of that map is just rivers and also parts of the boat where you can't actually move. But that's not even a big deal for the flyer team, because we can fly over anything. I guess the only thing we really can't fly over is a wall or something, but there's like no maps in the arena play that actually use the walls. Those only show up in story mode for the most part. Okay, so that's another win down. We got 2 more to go. It would be pretty cool if I could fight a Horse Emblem team here. Alright, this guy's got... Okay, we don't have a full horse team, but we do have Brave Lyn. So this is going to be a tricky one. She also has the Speed Up 3 seal, the one that I'm running on Naui. Yeah, guys, comment down below. Do you like the look of the Squad Ace Speed Up 3 seal or the regular Speed Up 3 seal? Which one do you like more? And I already said it, I like the Squad Ace version better because it kind of has a really nice color contrast with the green and the gold. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna position my units in place and make sure we get the buffs on the next turn while I bait Arvis with Corrin. Corrin's also got a pretty good res stat, so she can have no trouble at all baiting opponents even though she's using a Blade Tome. It's not like she's a really hyper offensive Blade Tome user like some units that have practically no defenses and they just rely on the damage. And you would probably run Life and Death 3 on those units as well. I like having units that can also take a hit in case I need them to. So that's where this Summer Corrin is coming in handy. Alright, so Brave Ike is going to get destroyed by Naui. And all that's left now is Lucina. And Cherche is going to have no trouble taking her down. Alright, so we're on to the final map. It was a really easy run. As you guys noticed, there was really no point in that entire run where I was at risk of losing. So that's just a testament to how powerful the Flier team is. If you play it right and you build it right, there's pretty much nothing that can stop you. You're just going to have a really easy go of it in any map against any opponent. So yeah, Flier team, good stuff. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely build this team if you're trying to build a whole bunch of variety of different teams. This should be a top priority, actually. I know a lot of people love the horse team so much, but I actually like this team more than the horse team. And the armor team too, honestly. I guess the horse team just kind of got a little old and boring, so it's more fun to play the armor team and the Flier team now. Okay, so now he's going to bait Cecilia there, and she took no damage at all. Okay, now Reinhardt. This is something I don't think I mentioned yet, but I run Deflect Magic 3 on Corrin so that I can have at least one unit that can take Reinhardt on and bait him. So Summer Corrin is about to demonstrate that right there. Yep, no problem. So yeah, I can bait, when it comes to Brave Lyn and also Reinhardt, I can't bait both of them. Of course, I can't bait Bo Lyn on a team like this unless I had Spring Camilla on this team with the Raven Tome setup. But I can bait Reinhardt with Corrin as long as I give her Deflect Magic 3. So that's what I'm doing. And now all that's left are these 2 red units over here. Shouldn't be too tough to take care of them. So let's see what I plan to do here. Okay, so it's going to take me 2 hits. Sadly, I didn't get Hone Flyer buff on Corrin. Otherwise, she would have been able to finish off that Brave Roy right there. But I'm just going to have to do it with 2 hits and then probably reposition somebody out of the way. I think Naui is at the point where she should be able to bait the opponent's Naui without any risk, really. I kept attacking Res Bond on Halloween Naui, even though I think Fury 3 is better. There's a couple of reasons why I did that, and one of them is because I just simply don't have Fury 3. I don't have any more spare Hinatas. And also, it's also pretty good getting +5 res, so I can bait opponents with that. And there we go, guys. A flawless run. We didn't really score that high with 4,846 compared to the normal score that I have there, which is 4,960. That's mainly because I don't really have any merges on this team here, aside from a +1 Cordelia, which isn't really going to make that big of a difference. So yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed the run, and as always, this is Tacho signing out. So cheers, have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.